comes by living our faith daily so that others can come to glorify our Father who is in heaven. Unfortunately, as sinful human beings, we're not always good citizens of either the kingdom of the right or the kingdom of the left. We become bad citizens of the state if we cheat on our taxes, or break the laws of our land, even the speed limits, or whenever we do not exercise our citizenship, like voting, or whenever we do anything that might be subversive to the government that God instituted. We become bad citizens of the church whenever we fail to live our lives for God. Whenever we trust in money or power or ourselves more than we trust in Jesus. Whenever we fail to support the proclamation of the gospel through our attendance at worship, through our offerings of gratitude to God, through our involvement in various boards and voters' meetings of our congregation, and through our own witness to others in our vocations outside of church. We become bad citizens of both church and state when we mix the two kingdoms. That might include a Christian trying to use governmental authority to force religious views on somebody else, or it could also include the government trying to suppress or endorse specific religious practices or beliefs. It could include the church seeing as its role to endorse specific candidates for office or a specific political party. Even more to the point, as a Christian pastor, I may well preach about the sanctity of life based on the teaching of God's Word. Thus, I may preach against abortion and euthanasia and encourage you to support life issues and to stand up for the unborn and the aged or the infirm, because that's what God's Word teaches. However, it's not my place to tell you who to vote. I may well preach about the sanctity of marriage, and thus also preach against adultery, or homosexual practices, or divorce. But there again, I am not to tell you which political candidates to vote for and which political party to support. Whether we use church offerings or church activities to support such things. And even though some churches across America do this, I do not believe it is proper for political candidates to speak in churches. Yet as private citizens in a free country, each and every one of us has the right and responsibility to vote and to support causes and candidates that we think best. Hopefully you will bring your Christian views regarding life and marriage and families into those decisions, as well as other moral considerations. As citizens of both church and state, we can